Position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will get first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Vega. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to throw, it's Spears. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. We need to be successful and productive.
Just steamrolling the defense. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
Pressure coming. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Vega. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Vega. Out of the backfield, he's open. There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
First down.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Spears. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll pitch it. Picks up the first down, still moving. A tremendous run. He was full forward after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Carr. Quick spin on the ride. Drills him with the stiff arm. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Vega. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll give it to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Vega. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And instead of trying to play bully ball, this offense, man, they say we're going to throw the football. Like, we got a better matchup out wide. Defense does a great job staying home. Still a few more downs to go, but great job by the defense.
The give to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now,
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Spears. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Here comes the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit.
Turning it on. Still on his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Dropping back, it's Flood. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Unloads quickly. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Looking for a man. It's Spears. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting...
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Finds his man. It's Carr. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Vega. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Texas A&M 3.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Spears. They've got the screen set up. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When we got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And
he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Spears. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Completes it in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Pulls and fired complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Green 25.
Give to the single back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 18 to South Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the bat. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. This is a designed run. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And they'll take a knee. With the clock running, this should be the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.